November, a majority of voters opposed continuation of the current territory status. Looking forward to the plebiscite proposed by the President, do you, and we can just go down the road, believe that the Election Commission should agree that the current territory status should not be on the ballot? Let us just go right down the row. We start with you, Governor, and each one of you, if you can answer yes or no, that would be helpful. Okay.
Thank you, Chairman. First, Commonwealth wasn't there. Commonwealth cannot be defined as the current territorial status. That's a mistake. Because the Commonwealth territorial is a question of law. Being a question of law, I want to state in this committee a word of a sitting judge of the United States of America, Mr. Justice Breyer, when he was in the First Circuit. The case is Cordova versus Chase. And I quote, in sum, Puerto Rico's status change from that of a mere territory.
Governor, I want to be respectful, but my time is going to go by very quickly and I have other questions. Do you believe that the Election Commission should agree that the current territory status should not be on the ballot?
It's a mistake to call Commonwealth the current territorial status. The Commonwealth wasn't there. The Commonwealth wasn't there. Imagine, Senator. And that's why it's only a paragraph. And the federal government relation with Puerto Rico changed from being bounded merely by the territorial clause and the right of the people of Puerto Rico as United States citizens to being bounded, listen carefully, to being bounded by the United States and Puerto Rico Constitution, Public Law 600, the Puerto Rico Federal Relation Act, and the rights of the people of Puerto Rico as U.S. citizens. I cannot call the United States of America the Empire of the West because it's a mistake. I cannot place in a ballot Commonwealth's independence and federal taxes and losing Olympic Committee and losing our national identity because that's not the name of statehood. Commonwealth have and needs to be.
Governor, again, my time is going to run out even before we get through one question. I think what you're telling me is you want another option on the ballot. And
no, Commonwealth needs to be there. And as Felix Frankfurter says, address the issue of a non-state jurisdiction of the United States is an issue of statesmanship, creative statesmanship.
But we're just going to have to move on. Let's see, let's now go to the Commissioner. Commissioner, do you believe that the Election Commission should agree that the current territory status should not be on the ballot?
I take it you're basing the question on the pending appropriation request from the President, which calls for a process to, I quote, solve Puerto Rico's status. You cannot solve the problem of our status by including the very option that was rejected by our people. Elections, as well as plebiscites, have consequences. The people were asked, very simply, do you want Puerto Rico to continue having its current status? And they said resoundingly no. So the options should be statehood, free association, and independence, the three alternatives we have to the current status.
Senator, same question. Do you believe the Election Commission should agree that the current territory status should not be on the ballot?
Well, of course not. First, because...
You said no. Oh my goodness, I got an answer.
Oh,
thank you.
I'm very straightforward.
You are indeed.
I'm for independence.
Thank you. Very good. All right. Would you like
want me to explain
amplify
why,
on that?
or is it enough?
I want to be respectful. Would you like to amplify on your no answer?
No, we already said no. And to ask us again would be as absurd as asking them to accept involuntary servitude already rejected by the Puerto Rican people. It's absurd.
All right, let me see if I can get one other question in with respect to translating this issue of free association.